Hello, this is Sim Racing Corner. So today on the table I have a Logitech GT Series 1 wheel replacement for a Logitech wheel here. This was sent to me by MVH Studio, so thank you very much to Mark who sent me this. I spoke to him a little while ago. There was a bit of a miscommunication though. He has sent me one for the G29. You can see it is in Boston there for the G29 model. I have a G29, G923 here. I used to have a G29, which I reviewed, but I have sold that on quite a while back, so I no longer have that. But yeah, so this doesn't fit on here exactly because different layouts for the Logitech wheels have a different layout of the buttons here. So although it's very similar, on here we see there's a slot for the G29 because it has an array of buttons there, but on the Xbox One it has just a single button. So unfortunately I can't use it, I can't install on this, so this will need to go back. But I wanted to actually make a video on this anyway because it's a really nice piece. I've been just kind of fiddling around with it and playing with it, and it is a really nice bit of kit, so it is worth putting a video out there nevertheless before this goes back. So let me just show you its features. So it is 3D printed, and you can just see there's the that sort of roughness you get from 3D printing. See that there, and it's a frame which is to me it seems really rigid. There's no creaking in it. I'm putting a decent amount of force on there, and it's absolutely solid, which is very good. So it's a good like-for-like replacement for the stock wheel rim, which again feels quite nice on the Logitech wheels. So it doesn't feel like a downgrade, which is important. You also get some button replacements. So you get 6 here. I only pulled one out because you don't need to see them all. I can see that. Do you want to focus? There you go. So 6 of those, they replace, well, at least 4 of these, they replace that button, that button, that button, and that button. And then we have shrouds on there. So they pop in there. Something that looks pretty nice, actually. That's a very, very nice professional look to them. I like that. You can just see the profile there of that. So let's put this to the side. There is a layer of carbon fibre on here, so it's not there for adding strength to the actual body. It's there just to give the face of the rim a professional look, and it's very, very nice. So you can just see here again, I'll bring it up to the top camera there. You can see it's all 3D printed, and there's just a very small layer. It looks probably about a 1mm thick layer of carbon fibre, which isn't really going to do a lot other than it being for the look of it, but you can see the light reflecting off there, so it's very, very nice. I like that. On here you can see they've got this orange accented colour here. This is their called MVC Studio kind of branded sort of colour scheme, but you can select different car brands, so you can have different colours. So yeah, if you can pick from the generally with race car brands, and there'll be a different colour. So there'll be oranges, reds, purples, blues. There's lots of different colours you can pick from, and there's just a drop down menu on their website to pick that. So that's easy enough to do. So yeah, you can basically personalise it, which is very nice. When you buy this, the base price at the moment is £53, and that doesn't include covered handles. It'll just be a plain PLA, but for not much more actually. It's you can get suede leather or a vegan leather like covering on here, so it's definitely worth doing. And I'll just show you, just look at the quality of the, if I bring it in there, of that kind of workmanship of the suede work, because it's really smooth. There's no creases in there. It's done professionally. It's very, very nice. I like that. You can see the handles are in 2 parts. You can see there. You can see the seam there. You don't feel it when you're using it, which is good. And there's just some, you see it screwed in, and then all the suede work is. It looks like it's clamped on the middle, in the centre there, in the seam. But yeah, very nicely done. So yeah, it's so obviously it's a hard feeling handles on there, but it's no different from the Logitech wheels, and you get a bit of softness, a tiny bit of give from the material on top, but on the whole, yes, it just feels fairly hard surface with just a little bit of softness due to the material on the handles. But yeah, feels okay. It's very ergonomic. I do like the shape of it. I got adult hands, and I have to say it feels as good as any of my other wheel rims I have. So I like that. It feels very comfortable, and it just, your hands sort of sink into the curves. So yeah, that passes my scrutiny on that. So I'm very happy with that. What else can I show you? Well, I'll just bring it up because I've probably been swinging it around a lot. So you can just have a nice close up. Top camera. See the back. Installation process is a little bit tricky. There is a video which is quite intricate on their website, because it's more effort than simply removing screws from the boss and then pulling out the wheel. You do need to dismantle the wheel by quite a few steps, let's say. And yeah, but in the video it does go through it. So yes, it's not a simple quick release type of replacement. You do need to take this apart and taking basically the entire wheel and the button box off the steering column. You unscrew it, take out a few plugs, and then put this in and just basically reassemble it. So it's not, you know, difficult, but there is a fair few steps. So I would definitely recommend you watch the video on their website before deciding to buy this, because you may be put off by how much work is involved in, you know, just installing it. But, you know, it's something which I don't think is too difficult. It's just something you need to set about, you know, half an hour to put together. So a couple of other things I'll show you which Mark sent me at the same time. So he also sent me this magnetic shifter paddle mod for the Logitech wheels, and this slips over the collar. So when you're installing this, put this on at the same time. There are other magnetic shifter paddle mods like this, which come in two parts and they just screw together, and you put it behind the column. This one is definitely more effort, since you do need to dismantle your wheel to get to be able to put this on there. So I wouldn't buy this alone. This is the sort of mod I would buy if I was buying one of their wheel replacements. And in fact, also the other thing I forgot to mention, although I have the GT1 here, they do have an F1 style rim as well, which is more in that sort of you know, look to it. But I prefer the GT1, so I picked that one because, you know, it's still good for Formula cars as well. I think it looks good enough for that and feels the same. Yeah, so they sent me this. He also sent me a brake mod. So this isn't suitable for the G923 because the G923 has a spring like this in the brake already, and you can see it's a tighter coil, winding coil there, and then a looser one here. And this combined, this sort of this type of spring, the resistance, what it offers is a progressive feel. As you compress it, you can feel the resistance, the tension building up, which you don't get on a normal linear spring, which is in the say the G25 and the G27 pedals. The G920 and G29 has a basic spring with the rubber bump stop in there to give you some extra resistance, but some people don't like that because it can be quite tough. So this is a viable replacement for that as well, and it just makes it feel like the G923 pedals that I expect. Although I may try this out, I may not. I don't need to, but which we'll see in a future video. But yeah, it's a good upgrade if you want to improve your brake on your Logitech pedals. As long as it's not a G923, do not buy this for a G923 brake pedal. I'll just make sure I insert that in there now, because you're basically replacing it for something like for like. But older pedal sets, you may find this to be a good upgrade to improve your braking. Anyway, so there you go. So yeah, so thanks again to Mark. Yeah, unfortunately, like I said, I will need to send this back because it's the wrong model for my wheel. But it was really nice, and I wanted to show it off in a video because I was just really impressed by it. I was just handling it and going wow, and looking at the workmanship and the quality of it. I was really impressed by it. You know, it's a nice replacement. You know, it looks very professionally done. It's good, done to a high standard. Feels sturdy, looks good. Yeah, so yeah, definitely worth checking out. So again, check out the link in the description if you want to see this and their other products for their Logitech wheels. And yeah, so anyway guys, well that's it for now. So until next time, happy simming, take care, and bye bye.